Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
This is why progressive fatigue is off, by the way. Look, all these niggas is yellow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Hell no.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. McCarthy. And it's caught. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. Powering forward. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Hey, let's go. Go Silver, ready?
Another try for Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 46.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Hurts. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On first down, McCarthy flushed out right. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw again. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's down to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again, McCarthy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. A gain of 8 there on the play. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They'll try again with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, Not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Rager, the man in motion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st down. It's right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles!
Zay Jones.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
throwing on first down. McCarthy. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first and 10, McCarthy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
On first down, McCarthy. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 2, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Reed Blankenship able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes.